Hello, everybody. You are welcome to our show for today. It is Nikki's Nuggets. I am your host and your best friend, Nicholas Ifemena Orerime. So last week, I talked about my experience with my girlfriend and how my not being able to keep hair on my hairless head made me to lose that relationship. And I asked several questions, one of which was, what is it that you cannot do, even if you are madly in love? One day after that video, a lady sent me an email and I shared that video. I shared that message a few days ago. I wanted all of us to discuss that matter because it was really urgent. And now, for today, we are going to focus on this lady, see what she did, why she did it, and what lessons women can learn from this. Be right back.
No one has it all.
That's right.
No one knows it all.
Oh yeah.
What you know, what I know, it's a game. It's Nick's Nuggets.
Welcome back. During the week, I posted a woman's message for all of us to see. She was desperate. She was in a very, very difficult situation. And my video of last week was just like it came just at the nick of time. In that video, I asked a question. What is it that you cannot do for love? I'm sure you saw the post I made, because at the end of that post, she said, I love my husband, but you see this route, I cannot do this for love. And then she was already packing up her bag little by little to leave her husband's house. Now she cried out. I posted it. People made comments. And I delayed this video because I wanted to be current when I come back to talk about her. What's the news? As I am speaking to you now, this woman had moved away from her husband's house. Now, right now, she is at her mother's. According to her, she listened to 2 comments plus my own. Let's look at those comments closely. The first one was from Chinyere. Look at what she said. It is just the full message that she needed. She said, that man was pretentious and knew what he was doing by luring her into marriage, pretending to be a nice guy. He isn't. This is who he is and won't change. If you belong to a Christ-led church with God-fearing pastors or reverends, confined in your pastor, so long as he is God-fearing. If not, separate yourself from this man until he gets the help he needs. While you engage in excessive prayers to know if he's truly your husband, he might have been gay or still is. For now, stay away and heal, and God will direct you. Good luck and God's guidance. That was one of the messages that this lady, read, took all in, and acted upon it. Another message that she got, this one, we will take the last part of it. It says, if you go down, it says, my advice is to run, not walk, to somewhere you can be safe, and not return until your husband, along with a trustworthy family or friend and pastor, can sit for an in-depth conversation. As a Christian woman, let me tell you, my dear, if you are hurting and or suffering, especially in silence, this is not ordained by Christ. I'm praying for and with you, my sister. No weapon formed against you shall ever prosper. Oh, wow. Like I said, this woman moved away from that house yesterday, being Sunday. Went straight to her mother. What was the mother's reaction? And then, when she got home, normally the mother was so worried. Why are you here with all your belongings? Mama, calm down. Took her inside. And you know what they call seeing is believing. Mother and daughter. She said to her, Mother, take a look at my body. Just look at your daughter. And when her mother saw this, according to her mother said, my daughter, there is no way I will allow you go back to that house. Never. You have to stay here, and we have to make sure that this is the very last time this happens to you. You should clap. Yes, that's Mama right there. Mother has seen the pain and the torture of her daughter. And mother said, come inside. You're going to be here. From what she told me, they have to seek medical attention. And now when dad came back, this matter was discussed. Dad and mom and daughter and everybody is on one page. That is beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Before you start, wondering, this is not divorce. I know I will come to that. Many persons sent messages and said, this woman should just pray that divorce is not an option. I am coming to that too. Relax. And let me tell you, this was the right time to move, because this was already step one to an abusive marriage. The woman said that she was seeing the husband like a beast. Oh yes, I agree. Do you know why? Because she said, while still sore from the pain and bruises of yesterday, he comes today trying to repeat the same stuff. How can you see somebody with so much sore and bruises, fresh sore, and you still want to repeat the same act that inflicted that injury? What is that to you? What is that to you? That is wickedness. That cannot be love. And the man was manipulating her. Because when she's crying and saying, I am pained, she says, sorry, don't worry. I will be more gentle. I'll be more gentle. You know, manipulating her, deceiving her, pretending to be concerned about this pain. Well, if you were concerned, you would not come back for deceit the next day. And guess what? Let me tell you where that is heading. A time would have come when this woman will say, I can no longer take this. And then this man will change from being nice. You know, he will no longer be petting her. Time will come. And it will now be, well, you must do what I want. That time, force will come. Control will come. Power will come. That will be equal to raping your wife. And that is the beast that this woman was already seeing. I have seen stories of men. When it gets to that level, they will bring knives and bottles. Some will even chain their wives to the bed and will not listen to any cry of pain so long as they are having their pleasure. My dear, that is a serious abuse. You are raping your wife, you are abusing your wife, you are inflicting pain on the person you called wife, and you claim to love. No way. So that is where this was headed if this woman did not move. You see? And now, I was applauding the mother because she saw and did not say, well, go back to your husband's house. No, she said, stay here. Stay here. That was why I was applauding her. Because the best option was exactly what she did. Now, medical attention she will get. And then, this man will definitely come back to look for his wife. And then we'll sit down and talk. All those needed will be invited. The pastor, the marriage counselor, the therapist, because of course that man needs help. Like Chinyere said, he may have been gay. He may have suffered an abuse. Something is wrong. And that man needs to be helped. And everybody will sit and this matter will be discussed. And then in the end of all that process, it will now be determined if this woman can go back and enjoy her marriage or stay back where she is. As for those who said, well, she should just pray because divorce is not an option. Do you know, it was funny that fellow women commented, telling this lady to pray that divorce is not an option. Okay, so wait. So this woman should stay and die. She should accept whatever the man does. The torture, the pain, the rape, the abuse, the cruelty. Oh, she should accept the slavery. My God. It is easier for you to tell another woman to stay there and pray and not move, because it is that woman. You haven't seen some things yet. I am not in any way saying prayer was not important. But you see, I advocate for serving God with wisdom. You serve God and you are wise and sensible. You cannot ask this woman to pray and just leave it at the level of prayer without doing nothing. Just be praying and speak to the husband peacefully, in a way that he will understand. What? So he does not understand yet what he's doing? Are you kidding? It's not everything you use prayer to solve. I am a Christian myself. I just want women to know that it is no longer a man's word as it used to be. Prayer. She should pray. Really? So, when a man is misbehaving, the woman should pray. Oh, prayerful wife. But when the woman is the one misbehaving, the man can throw her outside. Well done. It is no longer a man's word. Where a man can bring a woman and begin to see her as something he can use just as he wants. You are just talking about prayer. What did the Bible say about husband and wife? It said, husband, love your wife. Oh. It didn't say, husband, kill your wife, destroy your wife, torment your wife. No. He said, love your wife. Did God not say, because you are a Christian, there are some cases you need to take action. Your action is the prayer. Come on. Your action is the prayer. You don't give a man that chance to just become the Lord. You, who are you? The slave of a man? Who says divorce is not an option? Even in Africa, I have seen on many occasions where bride price is returned. In the church, in Catholic Church where I belong, it may surprise you to know that there is a divorce committee. I don't know what they call it, but there's a divorce. I think there's a group that takes care of divorce cases. In my church, oh yes. I have a friend who wedded in the Catholic Church, but right now, as I'm speaking to you, they have a Catholic certificate showing that they are divorced. Don't doubt it. Because, look here, if you go into marriage deceitfully, if it has been proven that you entered into this marriage with a serious deceit, that can be annulled. Like in normal contract. If you enter into an agreement with false documents, eventually it's discovered, of course, that agreement will be annulled. So, I want women to start to see and open their eyes, especially Africa, where husbands are seen as lords and masters and kings. They can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. And then the woman is just there. Some men will take your money, feed on your money, latch on your wealth, finish you up. And you bow down still. There are women whose husbands or boyfriends go out there, bring other women into the house and ask their wives or girlfriend to serve them. Disgrace and mock their own wives before other women. And you say he is the Lord and Master. Marriage is not a place where a woman should go and die. All this is for better and for worse. Come off it now, women. Come on. Come on. It's time for you to know who you are. You are a human being with dignity. A man should love and respect you. In this case that we are talking about, of course, the woman left but had not yet divorced the husband. Because, like the advice said, we should sit down and talk about it. Much as you want your own, you want to receive your own pleasure, the woman also is entitled to pleasure. You cannot be having pleasure at the expense of your wife. That's not even close to love. Never. And no one should stay in a... I saw a lot of comments on this video. People saying, I have experienced this. In fact, a woman said she have experienced this, and then she prayed. And after she prayed, the man became inactive sexually. And so she prayed the man out of it because she began to hate intercourse. But she prayed and prayed the man out of. So you would say that God answered your prayer and made your husband inactive. I would not say yes or no, but I would think that might just be coincidental. It is not everything you pray about. No. It's not always about prayer. Religion will kill you. If you want to serve God with sense and wisdom. You should be wise. You should have wisdom. A woman should have self-respect for herself. Know your worth as a woman. You don't get married and then your life becomes terrible and miserable. such that it would have been better if you remained single. Marriage is not once you enter, you have entered. No, not anymore. Not anymore. Eyes have opened. It is now you, and it takes two to tango. If you are in that kind of a relationship, that kind of a marriage where a man is pouncing on you, abusing you, locking you up, and you are in so much pain and distress, and you say it is your sacrifice as a woman, your eyes are closed. You need to open up your eyes. It is not a man's word. It is the word of every single person. You deserve love, you deserve respect.